Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Frankie de Jong, as it has been reported that the Barca board are grateful for having not sold the midfield mainstay. Lucky we didn't sell him. Secondly, talking about Ilya Shakomach, who plays for the B team, it has been reported that the Barca youngster is set to leave this summer as Milan, Leeds, and Sevilla are all showing strong interest. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have enjoyed a stellar campaign in La Liga this season. As we approach the final phase of the campaign, the club have a formidable 9-point lead over second place Real Madrid and are the undisputed favourites to clinch the league title. Much of that can be credited to the overall team effort, but one player who has stood out in particular is Frankie de Jong. A recent report from Mundo Deportivo, in fact, has cited a source inside the Barcelona hierarchy who confirms that the board is indeed grateful to have not sold Frankie de Jong last summer amid serious interest from Manchester United. Lucky we didn't sell him, the source said, referring to the Young's transfer saga last summer. The Dutchman was indeed heavily linked with a move to Man United. Barcelona were prepared to cash in on the midfielder in an attempt to bring in fresh revenue, but the player refused to move and vowed to fight for his place in the first team. He has never had to look back since, having established himself as one of the most integral pieces of Xavi's setup. The Young's technical qualities, coupled with his experience and game-reading ability, have indeed driven Barcelona's midfield this season. And with continued uncertainty over the future of Sergio Busquets, the Young may even enjoy an elevated role in the team next season. He understands better and better what is being asked of him, and the coach values him a lot, the source added. However, despite the Young's growing relevance within the Barca camp, some clubs have not given up on his pursuit and harbor the dream of signing him in the coming summer. Chelsea, for one, believe Barcelona could be tempted to sell the Dutchman if they receive the right offer at the end of the season. Frankie de Jong continued to be one of the best players that we have, especially in midfield. He continues to perform at the highest level. Frankie de Jong is a naturally gifted midfielder, a naturally gifted player. And Barca now realize that it could have been a very big mistake for them to sell this guy. And luckily enough, Frankie de Jong was stubborn not to leave. He insisted on succeeding and staying at the Camp Nou, which eventually happened, despite Man United tabling an interest, showing so much interest and tabling an offer of up to 85 million euros for the player. And now Barcelona see him as one of the vital cogs in midfield, one of the vital cogs in the team overall. And definitely regretting that, thank God that we didn't sell him, and it was a great decision not to sell him. And luckily enough, because if Frankie de Jong was so soft in his stance, or if Frankie de Jong was scared, or was like, okay, since the club is putting a lot of pressure, then maybe I have no choice, I think we couldn't have been talking about Frankie being a Barca player at this moment. But just the fact that he knew what he wanted. He knew that there was a time he would succeed. He knew that Barca is the team that he wants, and only Barca he thought he wants for many more years. He stood his feet on the ground, and here he is, performing at the highest level, being a starting 11 player, something that Xavi was benching him, and of course putting a centre-back in some games just in a move to drive him from Barca. That still didn't change his mind. Here he is, being the mainstay, being the starting 11 player, being one of the best players that we have in the team currently. So it's great to have him, and hoping that he stays at this club for a very long time. Frankie de Jong continued to be a consistent playmaker, And Javi himself have always been praising Frankie de Jong in his recent post-match interviews. And definitely you can see that everybody enjoys Frankie de Jong. That's the player we saw at Ajax at his prime. And he continues to deliver even in better quality right now on the pitch. So even though rumors have been, there are still some rumors claiming how Chelsea are now showing interest, as well as Manchester United showing interest. Ten Hag still haven't given up on his young prodigy. But of course, we all know the result. Barca don't want to sell him. They see him as as an untouchable player, and there is no chance whatsoever for the club to sell him. You know, Chelsea also are showing strong interest. But I think as it stands right now, Frankie de Jong is a mainstay and he's untouchable at the moment. Barcelona knows that best. Then on to the next story of discussion. A fresh report from Mundo Deportivo has offered a comprehensive story on Angel Alarcon's rapid rise to prominence in FC Barcelona's senior side, with the youngster seemingly becoming a trusted option for Xavi Hernandez. However, not every Barca athletic starlet has faced the same level of success when it comes to making a breakthrough in the senior side. One such player is Ilya Shakomach, the young right winger who once had a small spell in the first team under the leadership of Xavi last season has been devoid of professional opportunities and looks set to depart Camp Nou at the end of the season. The report suggests Akomach is moving farther and farther away from Barcelona. He has declined to renew his current contract, which expires in the summer, meaning a free transfer could be in the offing. Sevilla are among the clubs that have shown the desire to sign Akomach in the coming summer, but the report claims that the Spanish Giants will face competition from Leeds United or AC Milan, both of whom are keen on getting their hands on the young star. Leeds United, in particular, have appeared serious about the prospect of signing Akomach. There are even whispers that the attacker has agreed a 4-year contract and will arrive at Elland Road on a free transfer this coming summer. AC Milan too have shown interest in the 18-year-old as part of their plans to reinforce the ranks in the attacking department. Ahomach is not the only Barcelona player poised to leave the Camp Nou this summer either, as he is joined by Victor Barbara, another talented attacker, who is reportedly set to run down his contract and join Club Brugge at the end of the season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.